Hey, Simply Sugar here with the evening news rundown. Let's get right to it. President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin met today at Joint Base Elmendorf, Richardson, in Anchorage, Alaska. Their first meeting since 2019 and the first U.S. hosted summit with Russia since 2007. The agenda includes Ukraine war, Arctic security, sanctions, and prisoner exchanges. Ukraine's President Zelensky was not invited, prompting Kyiv to warn that any deal without Ukraine is illegitimate. I Why would he need to make that type of statement? I have no idea, but knowing what two regimes we're dealing with, I can respect it. Critics caution Putin could push for territorial concessions, which Ukraine has called unacceptable, and the U.S. should not be negotiating that factor for Ukraine, period. Um, I'm a big proponent of Ukraine being there. I don't know why they're not involved. Moving on to DC, a federal court judge heard arguments today in DC's lawsuit to block Trump's administration's takeover of Metropolitan Police Department. Attorney General Pam Bondi removed Chief Pamela Smith's authority, naming DEA Administrator Terry Cole as Emergency Police Commissioner with full operational control. DC Attorney General Brian Schwab says the move violates the Home Rule Act. Mayor Muriel Bowser calls it a blow to local democracy. DC court has decided on behalf of, DC, Pam Bondi back down, and Terry Cole will now work as some type of liaison between the current police chief Pamela Smith and the Trump administration. Gavin Newsom's redistricting push and social media offensive. Whoever is running his social media account needs an award. He gave one hell of a speech yesterday, and the tweets keep coming. California Gavin Newsom posted a string of all cap tweets today, mocking Trump's style while promoting his controversial redistricting plan. It's controversial only to those on the right because you yourselves are trying to gerrymander. How can you complain about another state doing the same? That's the pot calling the kettle black, in my opinion. The proposal will temporarily give lawmakers control over congressional maps until 2030 before reverting back to the state's independent commission. This is California. Supporters say it counters GOP gerrymandering in Texas. Critics say it undermines California's voter-approved commission. No, it won't, because he's putting it to the voters. If Gavin Newsom just said, we're doing this, and didn't put it to vote, then yes, I can see that argument. But the fact that he's putting it in voters' hands means that whatever the people decide is what's going to happen. The plan goes to voters November 4th in a special election. Moving on to Texas. Texas lawmakers have begun a new special session to pass GOP-drawn congressional maps after the first session collapsed due to Democratic walkout. The proposed maps could secure up to 5 more House seats for Texas. Democrats and voting rights group argue the maps are racially gerrymandered, which we know is the truth. Let's see what happens. Abbott is doubling down. He wants to placate to Trump, and so they are going to continue that push. That's the evening news rundown. From Alaska's negotiating table to DC's courtroom, from California's political messaging to Texas map battles. These are the stories shaping the night. Which do you think will have the biggest impact, or will they all be impactful? I happen to think all will be impactful, but I want to hear from you. Please comment below, like, and subscribe for more updates. I'm Simply Sugar.